What up, good people? What it do? What it do? We are in the building. Yes. Me and my brother Eagle. We is in here. How
Yes,
you
we
doing,
in the
bro?
I am doing great. How about you, Miss Lisa?
Hey, I'm here.
I know that's right.
Live, right? Live
Live
in
and in
living
living
color.
color. See, we,
We was both thinking about the same thing, weren't we?
yes.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Wow.
Listen,
Uh huh.
we're going to be talking about part two, relationships.
Come on now.
Okay? And of course, we're going to dig into some other things.
All right. All right then.
But we're going to start out with the topic at hand, the topic that we really came here for. And that's relationships part two.
All right.
And listen, before we get into it, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure your notification bell says all so that when we go live, you will get what?
Notify.
Notified. That's right. That's right. And
Uh,
listen, hold up for a minute, y'all, because guess what? I ain't gonna lie, I was eating a popsicle.
of,
And it's tasting good. It's just about gone. But I didn't want to start out smacking in y'all ear, so
I know that's right.
yeah, a little second. It's gone. It's one of them fudge balls, y'all.
Oh Lord, I ain't had one of them in years.
I'm telling you. I hadn't had one. I seen one. I said, oh yeah. Let me try this out.
I know
Because
that.
you know sometimes the things don't taste the same.
I
After you
know.
ain't had them for a long time, they don't be tasting the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they pretty good. They not bad. They not bad.
All right.
So let's get into it. We're going to talk about relationships, but what we're going to be talking about is what are you looking for?
Come
Like,
on.
how do you know what you're looking for? Not just how do you know what you're looking for, but are you ready to be looking? Ooh, ooh. Are you ready to be looking? Because some of us be out there looking, right? And we don't be ready. We don't be
That's
ready to
right.
be looking, but we be looking, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes you're I guess you're in heat. You feel like you're in heat. You're
Ooh.
horny. You feel
Oh,
like you need some. So you go out there looking and you really don't be ready to. That's how a lot of times we get into shit,
yes.
that's unhealthy.
That's
Okay.
true.
So that's what we're gonna talk about. Like, what are you looking for? And if you're looking, are you even ready to be looking? Because a lot of times we be looking and we not ready, and we don't even know what the hell we looking for because we not ready to be looking.
That's right.
I always say be in touch with yourself. Make sure that you are healthy and ready, right? Because
That's
when you
right.
start looking and you're not healthy, you go out there dipping and dabbing in anything. A lot of times you don't know what the hell you even looking for. You're just grabbing hold of something
Come
because
on.
you're trying to find something to fill that void that you feeling.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, some of us got to wake up and recognize that that void ain't got a damn thing to do with hopping in the bed with somebody.
That's right.
It's got a lot to do with what's going on with you. You know what I mean? It ain't got nothing to do with
Yeah.
that. And that's where we fail at when it comes to relationship. This is where we fail at
Yes.
because it doesn't have anything to do with you hopping into the bed with somebody else, getting a feeling, a thrill, because that's all you getting. And then when
That's
you
it.
get up, you might hang around for a minute, but that void's still gonna be there. You know why that void's still there? Because you whatever happened in your life, right? You haven't healed from it.
Come
It's
on.
just simple as that. You haven't healed from it, and you carrying it around. You carrying it around with you. So even in your relationships, it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
You start looking for somebody, you hook up with somebody, right then and there, you feeling like, all right, I'm feeling him.
Yeah.
Y'all go to bed, have sex or whatever you call it. And then guess what? When you get up, you still feel the same way you did when you laid down.
That's right.
And then, I'm just keeping it a buck with you. Have your shit together first before you start looking. Because if you don't, you might run into anything out there.
Mm-hmm.
Anything. Simply because you ain't loving you. You don't love you. You haven't found a way to love you. You haven't found a way to be comfortable in your own skin.
Yeah.
And when those things are going on, you have a tendency of jumping into anything.
That's right.
It is what it is.
Yes.
So again, I say, are you even ready to be looking?
Mm.
And if you feel like you're ready, what are you looking for?
Right.
What what are your desires in a man?
Right.
Are you looking for marriage? Like for myself, I feel as though I'm ready. I still got some brushing up I want to do as far as myself. But for the most part, I feel like I'm ready. I know what I want, you know.
Yes.
This go around, I want to get married. I do. I don't want no big wedding. I just want to, do that little small thing. And that's it. But I want a godly man. I want somebody who put God first, not me. I don't want nobody putting me first. I want somebody that always put God first. I want somebody that is tapped into himself. He's tapped into himself, not always being tapped into me and what's going on with me. And you know what I mean? Because if he can't keep himself together, he's no good to me.
That's right.
That's right. And so if he, it's the truth. I want somebody I can submit to.
Right.
And if he's not together, it's not going to work out for us. He got to keep himself together. He got to stay tuned into himself.
Mm-hmm.
And then me. He can't, trying to stay tuned into me all the time. He can't do that. He got to take time out for himself and stay tuned into himself. Then I come. Because as long as he keep himself together, he gonna hold it down.
Yes.
And that's where we fall short at. That's where we fall short at a lot of times when it comes to these relationships. But first of all, we don't know what we're looking for. We just be looking.
That's right.
We just be looking, but we don't really know what we're looking for. And that's crazy, but that's the reality of it.
So
we got to
true.
do better. Eagle, how do you feel about that?
I agree with you because we really have to be in a mindset of being ready to have a relationship. And the only way to identify that you're looking for that good relationship is, as you said, everything's got to be right with you. You've got to be able to love yourself. Your mindset's got to be right. Uh, you have to have everything in order, particularly with men. We should be at a stable place in life, not just mentally and physically and financially, but stable enough. We have to love ourselves. We have to let go of a lot of the relationships that
Mm-hmm.
we've had. Because one thing that I know that if you're not healed from the past relationship, you will take those same wounds and scars into the next. And
Mm-hmm.
what's going to happen is that you, as the man, is going to make the woman pay for the past relationships of women.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why it's important that you are in a good place in life, mentally and stable. But to also during that single time to date yourself. Because when you date yourself, you begin to see things in you that you want in the next relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can learn from the mistakes of the last relationships so that you don't make those same mistakes with the next one. But I also know that you can't give another person something that you don't have.
Come on now.
You can't give a person love if you don't have it.
That's right.
But then we have to also determine the difference between love and lust. Lust will have you at a point where all you want to do is roll around in the bed and get your jollies off, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
But love will allow you to look at that woman and say, I think that I want to hold off and wait before we interact in a sexual way, but just to be with you and share intimacy with you without touch and on a different level is
Right.
where I want to be with you. Something else that we must know and learn is that every woman is different. So most likely the woman that you're with now will not be like the one that you just left.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that what you did for her in the past is not going to work with the woman that you got now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why it's
Mm-hmm.
important that we date and get to know each other and learn the love language between each other.
That's right.
Because if not, it's all going to go to hell in a handbasket
Come on
before it
now.
gets started. So the first thing that I would tell you is make sure that you're mentally stable enough and have
Mm-hmm.
dealt with your issues and got rid of those. If you haven't fully gotten rid of them, the fact that you're still working on them and you've become better than what you were. So
Mm-hmm.
that would be the first beginning. Then you have to know what you want in a woman.
Hmm.
You have to set the standards in life for you,
That's right.
and not standards that is not going to be accomplished, but standards that you can meet. We got to get out of this habit of always looking at the physical, because what the physical looks like now it's not gonna look like that down the path.
Mm-hmm.
So we must
Right.
learn to look beyond, see the physical, but look at the heart.
Yeah.
Know that she has feelings. Know that she has emotions. Because see those nice big breasts that she got now, and them hips and them thighs that she got now, and them lips and fingertips that she's got now, about 10, 20, 30 years down the road, it's all gonna begin to fall south. So I, I'm just being honest with you, because you know some men they find the finest thing out there with a big breast, the hips, they got it all shaped like a Coca-Cola bottle and all. And within few
And some of
years,
that,
they good with it until everything goes south, and then they go find something else. Come on, Miss Lisa. Mike is
and
yours.
some of them Coca-Cola bottles and shit be fake as shit.
True.
Somebody be done went and got up on the table for that Coca-Cola bottle.
Come on. You know it.
And them tits.
Yeah, they
Somebody be done went and paid for that.
got them implants up in there and all. Yes.
I'm telling you, but listen, that is so true. That is so true. You know, when you get with somebody, you got to think about that, because both of y'all are going to change in time. Okay, his body is not going to stay the same, and neither is yours. You know what I mean? And so you got to think about that. What would you rather have? Somebody with the looks and no brain and no heart, like they don't have a good heart and stuff, or you would like for somebody to just stay looking like you want them to look?
That's right.
Because I ran into some on Instagram, right? And at first I thought the lady was fake. I mean, well, she wasn't
Lisa.
fake. Well, that didn't come out right. Wait a minute.
Ooh, Lisa.
Wait a minute.
Fix it up.
That didn't come out right. Wait a minute. That didn't come out right. Well, she was real, but she was fake, right? She had these real big tits, right? That she had went and got made. I didn't understand. I still don't understand it. And her body was real tiny.
Lord Jesus.
Like she looked it all out of whack. I'ma just say that. She looked it all out of whack. And I was like, are we serious? Is this what we doing now? What made her go get them big old breasts up on her chest like that? That
Kim
don't even match
Kardashian.
her body. I didn't understand that. Why would you go get that on your up on you like that? Looking like she can ready to fall over her face. That's how she look. I'm not lying. I'm serious. She looked like them breasts was getting ready. She was getting ready to triple up over her face.
Oh no.
That's how big they were.
No.
And she had a little tiny body.
Wow.
I'm like, what was she thinking about when she went and got up on the table and got that done? What the hell was she thinking about?
That's a good question.
To me, she wasn't thinking.
I agree.
You know? Because ain't no way, let me tell you, if I'm going to go get something done, I want it to look good with my body. I'm not going to get something done like that, where I look all wet. I mean, she looked like a football player at the top and a woman at the bottom. I didn't understand it. I just didn't understand it. I still don't understand it. Okay?
Let us make
But
this.
she went and got it. She went and got it because that's what she wanted to do. Oh, well. But I guarantee you, she don't keep them. I bet you she don't keep them up there. I guarantee you she's going to go and get that shit to knock down or whatever they do.
Right.
Okay? Because when she buy her clothes, now she got to buy extra large blouse,
Hmm.
and her pants and stuff is going to be a small. But she got to buy extra large blouse, or
Wow.
maybe bigger than that, to fit them tits in. And they just didn't look right. They didn't jingle. They ain't had no jingle to them or nothing. They was just there.
What?
And I'm like, I didn't understand it. But this is what I'm saying. The body is going to change. Men
Yes.
and women change as they get older. Okay. And that's why you got to find somebody who is who has loyalty. Like both parties have loyalty. Both
Right.
parties are going to ride and die with each other.
That's right.
That's what I'm looking for. I want somebody that's going to be there for me from the
Yes.
beginning to the end,
That's right.
and vice versa. You know, if
Yes.
the minute I get married, that's it. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't looking for nobody. And me and my husband, let me tell you, if he gets sick or something, I'm going to be there for my husband.
That's right.
And I expect the same from him.
Yes.
But I feel like people allow things to get in their way of being better people.
Absolutely.
And what I mean by that is that I've seen people that is, connected with God and everything. But the minute they get in a relationship, they let things go. They don't
Right.
keep they don't keep God first like they should.
Right.
Okay. And that's what you should do. Even though you get married, you still got to keep yourself plugged in spiritually.
That's right.
Or if you're a Christian, whatever, float your boat. But you got to keep yourself plugged in. No matter what's going on with your husband, you got to keep yourself plugged in to God.
That's right.
Because y'all both supposed to stay plugged in.
Absolutely.
But it don't always happen like that. I've seen some marriages where the wife, she stayed connected with God, but the husband was acting crazy.
Right.
She had to let him do what he was doing. She had to go ahead and keep herself together, keep herself grounded.
Yes.
And that's what we got to do. When we be looking for these relationships, first we got to make sure we together before we start looking.
Right.
Because a lot of us don't be. And that's why things happen the way they happen. Because we don't be together.
Mm-hmm.
When I had my kids, my mother talked to me about marriage, getting married before I had my kids, but I was hard-headed as fuck. And I paid the consequences because of it. I didn't get married before I had my kids.
Right.
And that guilt whipped my ass because I knew better, because my mother had talked to me. So I knew better.
Yeah.
Thinking I'm in love.
Yeah.
And even when I got with him,
I said yes. I'm agreeing.
yeah. And even when I got with him, I didn't even want to marry him. Okay.
Wow.
So I shouldn't have been having no baby. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But once I got pregnant, I was like, I'm not getting I didn't want to get no abortion. I felt weird about getting an abortion. I really did.
Right.
Because I got an abortion when I was 15, and it really played on
Wow.
my mental status. You know?
I
It really
did
did.
not
It
know
played on my
that.
mental status. Huh?
I did not know that.
Yeah. I got an abortion when I was 15 years old. And it really played on my mental status.
Right.
I mean, I got through it, but it did play on my mental status.
Wow.
And I was like, I don't want to do that again. I'm grown. I was big enough to do what I was doing, so I got to be big enough to take care of my baby. That's just
Right.
how I felt about it. I could have got rid of it, but I didn't want to.
Right.
I just didn't want to. So, you do things, and then you got to pay for the consequences. There's consequences to things that you do.
Yes.
So when you be doing what you doing, hey, you gotta deal with the consequences behind it.
That's right.
And some people, you know, don't think about that. They just be doing what they doing, but they don't even think about the consequences,
That's
you
right.
know, until it's smacking them right in the face. And then
Yes.
that's when they want it, then that's when they get concerned about it, you know.
Uh-huh.
But we gotta do better. You know, as you get older, you should get better.
Right.
You really should. And if you're not getting better, you need to figure out why.
Come on
Because
now.
you shouldn't be making the same old mistakes. You know, making the same old mistakes over and over and over and over.
That's
And
right.
you know, and not learning from them. And if that's the case, you need to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Right.
Because some of the stuff I be seeing some people do, like some of these people is 50 and 60 years old. And the stuff that they be doing, I be like, what the hell is going on? I don't understand it because I'm like, they too old for that shit. They should
Right.
know better.
And that's the truth.
And yeah, and then it's sad. I'm gonna tell you something else. It's sad that they be out here doing what they doing, thinking they being grown, right?
Right.
And they be out here doing all kinds of shit. And then you find out that they like in their 50s and 60s doing the kind of shit that they doing. And
Right.
you be like, what? You know, what happened? You know,
Mm-hmm.
what you know, what went wrong? Why is
Right.
this going on? You this old and you doing shit like this.
Yes.
Like, when do you get to a point where it's though you say, enough is enough. I got to
Right.
get better with this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when do you say that?
That's a good
Let
question.
me tell you something. I didn't feel when I was out there doing what I was doing. Let me tell you something. I felt the draft. Trust and believe me.
Mm-hmm.
But I put my big girl panties on, and I had to deal with it.
Right.
And some of the stuff that I got into, I knew better because my mother had talked to me. It wasn't like I was one of them people that you know, my mother ain't talked to me. My mother talked to me.
Right.
But I called myself being grown. See, we get being grown. We get that all twisted and fucked up too.
Yes, we do. Yes.
You know, because we be thinking we grown, and yet we be fucking up. Just
That's
it
right.
is what it is. Sometimes we need to sit still. We need to sit the fuck down somewhere, shut the fuck up, and just
Come on.
listen and learn something. Because a lot of times we not grown. Even though your age, your number, you know, the age is just a number. It
Right.
might say you grown, but for real, you don't be grown. We don't be grown.
That's right.
We holler, oh, I'm grown, because it sound good.
Yes.
It sound good. You go in there to get you a bottle of wine or something from the bar, and you throw your ID up there, you know, bam,
Right.
you know, let them up, no, yeah, I'm grown. But for real, you end up getting in shit. And
Yes.
look, it don't come out good. It just don't.
That's right.
But that's what happens when we be thinking we grown.
That's right.
And we don't be knowing shit for real. We don't know nothing.
That's
We
true.
don't know nothing. Because if we did, we wouldn't be getting in some of the shit that we get into.
Come on.
I know I wasn't grown. I thought I was, because I'm 25. Shit, I thought I was grown. I wasn't grown. And because
Right.
I had children. No, I wasn't grown. I should have shut up shut the fuck up and sat down and listened and took heed to what I was listening to.
That's right.
Because if I had did that, a lot of the shit that I ended up into, I wouldn't have never got into.
Right.
But I'm trying to play grown. Shit. Dumb as shit. But I'm grown. Mhm. That's how it be with a lot of us. And then like when you get with them, when you see, I see some of these people, they be up in their 60s
Mm-hmm.
and they still dumb as shit. And that's sad.
Yes, it is.
They still dumb as shit. That's sad.
Yes.
You that goddamn old, you ain't learned nothing yet.
Come on. Tell it.
Come on there. Something wrong with that.
Yes.
That ain't cool at all. Seriously.
That's true.
That is not cool. You that damn old and then you ain't learned nothing yet. You still doing the same shit. Thinking something different gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, Miss Lisa, a lot of people, when they reach that age, their 50s and 60s, when they feel cheated from not being able to do those things in their 20s and their 30s, they're trying to relive their youthful time. And the problem is with that is you're trying to be young, but you still have that young mentality. So what good is it to live like that? So when you have them trying to relive their youth, it's going to always be like that. And for some of these young people out here that claim that they're grown all the time, they want to choose the moments and opportunities to be grown and then revert back to being young. So it's an interesting and sad thing to see.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because I be like, I think it's so sad that you get all the way up to your 50s and 60s and you still dumb as shit.
Right.
You still haven't learned nothing. That's bad.
Exactly. It is.
That's bad. That's it. I mean, seriously, that's like you be like, I be like, what? I'm talking about the things I be saying in real life and the things I be saying on the internet. Like it be older people that be the shit they be doing on the internet, man. I be like, what?
Yeah.
What the what? This person ain't this old acting like cutting up like this on the internet.
Oh yes. Yes.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And I be like, I wonder if these people got husbands or boyfriends or something. I don't think they do. I think a lot of them be lonely.
Could be.
I think they be lonely. That's why they be on the internet cutting up and acting crazy.
That's right.
I'm telling you.
Because there's no way I'm gonna have a woman in my life that does YouTube and want to act like that. Mm-mm.
Right.
I'm gonna have to pull her reel her back in.
Okay.
And
if your man ain't saying nothing to you, you're married or you got a significant other and he ain't saying nothing to you about you acting crazy on this internet or in life, just in life, period. There's something wrong with that.
Yes.
Because if I got a man or my husband, if I got a man or my husband, well, he my husband, and I'm doing stuff, I'm acting crazy, I need for my husband to find out what's going on with me.
Right.
Oh, I need for him to say, "Oh, babe, we need to sit down and talk now. You've been
Yes.
acting a little off here lately, and I need to know what's going on with you now. We need to
Mm-hmm.
talk. We got to get this straight." Yeah, my man better pull me in.
I know that's
He
right.
better not just be letting me wander off and act like that. If
I
you
know
care
that's right.
anything about me, you're gonna say something.
Yes.
Vice versa. If I see my
Exactly.
man acting up, you know what I mean? I'm gonna say, baby, hey, for the last week, you've been tripping.
Right.
Now, come on now. We got to talk about what's going on. I'm not sure, but I'm not liking what I'm saying.
Right.
So come on, let's get sit down and talk about it. Let's get this straight.
That's
Well,
right.
yeah, we're gonna sit down and talk.
Yes. Absolutely.
But I don't understand that. I don't understand. I'm assuming that some of these women must be single and lonely. And so that's why they do what they do. But it's sad. I just thank God that, yeah, I'm in my 50s, but guess what? Hey, I know how to act. I know how to move.
Right.
Okay. I ain't stuck on stupid.
Then you have to think about
And
it
that's
like
a
this.
problem.
If they do have a mate, significant other, husband, whatever it may be, life partner,
Right.
is a partner afraid of them?
Right.
So he
Or are
allowed.
they running things?
Exactly. That's my point.
Right. Right. Because it's a lot of relationships like that, where
Oh
it's
yeah.
though the woman is running shit. She
Yes.
the one that makes the most money, you know. She the one that's basically, you know what I mean,
Paying
bringing
the
more to the
bills
table
and
than the
things.
other one.
Right.
Right. So some women like that feel like you can't say this too much to me.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
You can't say too much to me now. Stay in your place.
Right.
Because I hold it down. I'm holding it down more so
Right.
than you. And I think that's a problem. That's a problem right there.
Yes.
Because listen, if I got a man, right, and he is doing what he can do, okay,
Uh huh.
I'm not going to make him feel less than or make him feel like he can't say nothing. He can't go but so far with things when it comes to saying
Absolutely.
something to me about what I'm doing.
Right.
Because let me tell you something. No matter what, it doesn't matter about money. See, that's the crazy part too.
Come on.
Money, yeah, we need money and all that, right? But
That's right.
well, I'm gonna speak for me. When I tie the knot with my husband, it's not about no money. It's not about money. It's about us, first of all, being connected to the
Yes.
creator. Okay. That's what comes first. Okay.
Yeah.
Second of all, if he long as he doing what he got to do, and it doesn't matter if I'm bringing in more money than him or not.
Right.
Okay. He keep long as he's keeping me balanced. We keeping us each other balanced.
Right.
It's not always all about money. For
That's right.
me.
That's right.
For me. I gotta speak for me because some people, when they hear this, they're gonna be like, what?
Right.
What is she talking about? It ain't all about money. No, it's not. Because when I get married, I want somebody that I can have some peace with. I want somebody that's gonna love me unconditionally. I want somebody that's gonna have loyalty for the marriage.
Right.
Okay. I don't want uh everything, I don't want things to be about money,
Right.
you know. Um, long as he doing what he gotta do, as far as the bills and stuff like that, and he's
Right.
keeping everything together and we stable, that's what matters to me.
Right.
Okay. All that, you know, all that women, some women be thinking
Hmm.
about, wanting to be able to go buy a Birkin bag and want to be in the hairdressers every week and
Right.
all this kinds of stuff. You know, I
Yeah.
do my own goddamn nails.
I know that's right.
I buy more. I got all kinds of colors, and I put on whatever I decide I'm gonna put on my nails. I put it on and keep it pushing.
Right.
I
Right.
do not go spending my money with the Asian people. They do
Right.
not get my money.
I hear you.
They don't. You know what I mean? And so, as far as my hair, I got a barber that do my hair, that cut my hair. That's it, and that's all.
Right.
Okay. I don't have time for it. I'm a natural girl.
I know that's right.
I'm a natural girl. I keep it natural.
And you
Okay.
wear it well.
I wear makeup when I choose to. I might put on a little makeup when I choose to, but for the
Right.
most part, I'm a natural girl.
All right.
Everything about me is natural. I'm not gonna get up in the morning and my eyelashes on the pillow. I'm not gonna get up in the morning and my wig is on the other side of the bed.
Come
I'm
on
just
now.
saying, you can
Come
do
on.
what you want to do, but I'm not. That's not me.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. I ain't knocking women for what they do.
Right.
But I feel like all women should have a natural moment. That's
Yes.
my opinion.
Absolutely.
All women should have a natural moment.
Yes.
Because I feel like some of us done got so caught up into the wigs and the weave and the
Uh huh.
makeup,
Uh
that they don't want to look at their natural self anymore. If they
Right.
ain't got their face beat and stuff, they don't want to look at themselves.
Mm.
No, we got to get back to being natural
Right.
and loving ourselves in the natural. Because let me tell you something. This is my opinion, okay? And I'm riding with it.
All right. Right with it now. Come on.
Listen, I feel like some women, they say they put on the wigs and stuff to enhance themselves, right? But
Right.
I feel like that some women do that because they not comfortable with who they are.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I believe that too.
And I know I probably get some feedback, but guess what? I stand 10 toes down in what the fuck I say.
Come on.
And I'll say it again. Okay. I feel as though some women, they claim that they wear the weave and the wigs and all that because they want to enhance their beauty. Okay. But
Yeah.
I feel like when you put so much of that stuff on, you look like somebody else. That's a problem.
Yes.
That's a problem. Because I feel like you don't want to embrace who you really are.
Mm.
There's something going on with the inner self that you don't want to embrace who you really are.
Come on.
And of course, people probably gonna say, "Oh, I can't believe you said that. You coming down on the black women and this and that."
No.
No, I'm not coming down on black women. I love my sisters and my brothers. Don't get it fucked up and don't get it twisted.
Come
But
on.
I'm gonna speak my opinion. It's my channel, and I'm gonna say what I feel.
Yes.
And like I said, a lot of women doesn't embrace their naturalness anymore.
That's right.
Am I lying?
No, you're telling the truth. Because I often begin
Some
to
women,
wonder.
a lot of, huh?
I often begin to wonder, um, what are the sisters trying to hide? Are they
Their
trying to
inner
hide
self.
the
They got stuff,
real them?
right? They got stuff going on in their inner self. I'm telling you, a lot of
Amen.
them ain't going to admit it. They ain't going to admit it. They not going to admit it.
Yes.
They not going to admit it. I'm telling you, they not going to admit it.
I believe you.
They not going to admit it, Eagle.
I
I'm
know.
getting hyped.
I see your passion is coming out. Come on.
Yes, I'm getting hyped. They not going to admit that shit. But I'm
Right.
telling you, some of them. Let me tell you something. What show was that? I looking at. I was looking at a show. This was some years ago, right? And the
Uh-huh.
girl was on there, her and her husband. Do you know? She said her husband had never seen her without makeup. Can you?
Uh-uh.
They had been together for 25 years. They had been married for 25 years. She said he had never seen her with makeup on, without makeup. I mean,
What?
she said my husband has never seen me without makeup.
So how did that work when you got to lay down and go to sleep? You go to sleep with makeup on? Is that what?
She go to sleep with her makeup on and get up and go in the bathroom early in the morning and beat her face.
I know
Now
you
tell me
lying.
that's not a problem. That is a problem, people.
I know you lying. No.
That is a problem. Was it? I'm trying to think of what show was that I was looking at. It was one of them talk shows. It was one of them talk shows. And she had been married to her husband for 25 years. And she said, my husband has never seen me without makeup.
Wow.
And do you know some people act like that's not a problem?
Oh no! Oh hell no! No, that's a problem right there.
It's something wrong with that. Anytime your husband you done been with all these years have never seen you without makeup. That is a problem. You get up and run to the bathroom and beat your face just so your husband don't see you without makeup. And don't nobody see nothing wrong with that.
This woman
We
is
got some women in America. We got some women in America like that.
wow.
They got to put on lashes. They got to put on makeup. They got to draw their eyebrows on and the whole nine. When are you going to go natural?
Wow.
What's wrong with you going natural?
So that
What's wrong with you
means
going natural sometimes?
so that means you telling me that he fell in love with the makeup more so than her.
No, he
Because
fell in love with her. Wait a
because
minute. He fell in love with her. It wasn't like she was acting like someone
right.
else.
Here's the thing.
But
Here's my point. If you've been with somebody for that long, you are giving your husband an illusion because you're putting on makeup and you keeping it on throughout the night, and then you get up early in the morning to get that off and put some more on. He's not seeing the real you.
right. Well, yeah, right.
And the real you is
Right.
without the makeup.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm okay.
That shit is crazy.
Okay, Miss Lisa.
Uh-oh. Now we echoing.
Let
We
me
echoing. You heard that?
yeah, I heard it. I'm gonna mute myself.
Okay. That's crazy though. I don't understand that at all. I really don't. But that's why I talk about what I talk about, like on the other channel, at least is real spill. I talk about the inner self, self-development, because we need it. We need it. We need it. And y'all go over there and check out that channel. Check out Eagle channel, Eagle Soaring High. Check out his channel. All good information. These are channels that have substance to it. You're going to learn something from them. Okay? Trust and believe me, you're definitely going to learn something. But I just don't understand. I know we were talking about the relationships thing, and then we got off a little bit. That's what we do, y'all. We start on something and we end up somewhere else sometimes, But it's all good conversation. But I just don't understand it. And I guess that's where the problem come in with the relationship thing, is that when you're not comfortable in your own skin, knowing who you are, what you about, when you haven't healed from with the inner self, when you haven't fixed the inner self and healed from things that you have been through, traumas that you have been through, right? You need to heal from all that stuff before you think about looking for a relationship or trying to get married. Because all those things are going to leak into your relationship at the end of the day. All that stuff, when you try to put it all together, you're going to get a mess. It's going to be a mess because you're not ready. You are not ready for a relationship. I ran into a video today on Facebook where the woman was on there looking for a man and she had a husband. She had a husband that was right there in the house with her in the other room. And she on Facebook Live looking, asking the girl about, what's her name? Kendra? She was on Kendra's show asking her about looking for a man. And she was still married. Her and her husband still together, living together. And she on there talking about they getting a divorce. They ain't separated or divorced yet, but they getting one. And they still together. Man, what are you doing? And she on there talking about looking for a man. That's what I'm talking about. You got to straighten out that shit you already in first. Straighten out that shit you're going through already. You got to deal with that first before you start trying to jump in somewhere else. People used to say that shit all the time. Oh, let me tell you the best way to get over your ex-husband, get up under another one.
And that's
Who
a
the
lie.
fuck told you that? You got to heal up from that old, all that old stuff. You got to deal with that and heal from it. Then you can move on. I don't understand. I don't understand what we be doing sometimes. I'm telling you, but these are the conversations that people don't want to listen to because it makes them take a look at themselves. That's why so many people run from relationships, from different stuff, different talks that we have. That's why people be running from stuff like this because they don't want to hear it. They want to do what they want to do. And then when it blow up in your face, then you're looking stupid. You're somewhere hurt and crying. Your feelings hurt. But you did it to yourself because all you got to do is sit down and listen sometimes. Listen and take heed to some things. Work on yourself. Take the time out to work on you. Stop deflecting and start reflecting on yourself. Because that's the whole problem in a nutshell. A lot of us got a lot of shit going on with the inner self. And instead of dealing with it, trying to deal with it and heal from it, no, we jumping from one man to the next or from one woman to the next. Instead of dealing with the issues that we got going on within ourselves. That's a big problem, people, that a lot of you had. But you don't, you know what I mean? But you don't want to heal from it. You think that jumping in one bed to another is going to fix your problems. And it's not. It's only going to make them worse. That's all. It's going to make them worse. What you got to say, my brother?
I agree. That statement is a statement from the pits of hell. Now you can do that if you want. You can get out of one relationship and jump into another one quickly and immediately like that. But you're going to bring destruction to that one. It's going to fall apart because you're going from one bad relationship into a new relationship and you haven't emptied out all those feelings, all those emotions. So you're setting yourself up for failure again because you're going to, number one, make this man pay for the mistakes of the one that you just left. Number two, you're going to blame him for everything that goes wrong. Number three, you're going to compare him to the other guy that you just left a relationship with. And when you go into a relationship like that, with the blaming and the comparing and all of that, that's going to begin to chip at the foundation that you could have had to build on to make a better relationship if you had been healed, if you had emptied out all those bad feelings, those hurt and that pain from the last relationship. But you doing yourself more harm than good by doing that. And if the person that you're trying to get with is really a good guy and have his stuff together, you're going to sabotage that relationship right away. Right away. Because you're going to have an attitude all the time. You're going to be snapping at him, and it's always going to be something that's going to cause an argument. You'll attack his character. You will attack his ego. You're going to do all of that, and within instance, it's just going to flop. And when a woman starts doing that or a man starts doing that, it causes the other person to push away from that. Because if they just got out of something similar a few years ago and have gotten better and gotten healed and have become stable, they're not going to stay in that relationship and let you tear them down. Not to mess up the work that they have put in to make the change. So that's not a good idea to hop like that from one relationship to the other. Come on, Miss Lisa, you can have the mic.
That is so true, Eagle. I totally agree with you. Listen, I don't know. We want to do a reaction video to something, right? I'm gonna try to pull it up. Listen, I was trying to do it with so I didn't have to put the video in here, but we're gonna try it anyway because it's something that, and we're gonna be doing quite a bit of reaction videos on here, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because some of the stuff that people talk about, we look at it from a different perspective, and we're gonna share how we look at things to y'all, right?
Right.
And we want to know what y'all think too. Also, at the end of every live, like we just started this channel. So at the end of every live, we're going to be dropping the link and allowing people to come on and speak about what the things that we talked about. You know, we're going to do that. We're going to be doing that. So let's get into this right quick because I think it's very interesting, right? I don't think I don't think what's being said is so interesting. I think what I have to say about it is going to be interesting. And because this is not something that that deals with all men. All men are not like this. Okay, so let me see what I can do just so we can hear the audio part. I really didn't want to pull up the whole video. I wanted to just pull up the I wanted to pull up just pull up the what's the name, y'all? The shoot. I can't even think of it. I just wanted the video. I didn't want the whole thing. But I don't know if I can do that or not. I really don't. So let me see. Let's see how we can work it out. Let's see if we can work it out. Let's see.
Can work it out.
Yeah.
Oh, let me stop singing. I forgot.
Go ahead.
It's live.
Go ahead, Eagle.
Ooh, work it out. can work it out. Work it out. You can work it out. Look,
Go ahead now.
they,
Woo!
they ain't gonna tune in no more. They gonna say you gonna have to drop that Eagles because he can't.
Neither one of us can sing, but guess what? We be making it do what it.
Yes. Yeah.
We sure do. Oh, what y'all think about the guy that got 33 kids?
But wait, I heard. I know I misheard you.
Yeah, he got 33 kids. A lot of people was talking about that. But see, this is my thing. All I'm saying is that it's not a good look, right? But
Right.
hey, what he was saying on that video, he takes care of them. So I hope he do. He's
They don't
claiming
have.
them. They're taking care of them. So
They don't have the same mother.
no, I think it's like 4 baby daddies and I mean 4. Oh, I said 4
Baby
baby
mama.
daddies. I think it's 11 mothers.
Miss. Let me mute myself.
I'm sorry, it's 11 mothers.
Appreciate you being here. Hope you're having a great Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day to whoever celebrates that.
Now, is this showing on your end, Eagle?
No, it's not showing on my end. So we're good.
Good. What you see on your end?
I just see our avatar. So we're good.
Okay. Okay, because that's what I didn't want. But you can hear the video.
Yes.
Okay. And so this is what we're going to react to this. Because it was some stuff said in here. It's she's claiming Manosphere finding Punani. Okay. And I want to we're going to react to this. I want to talk about it. Let's talk about it. We're going to talk about this because I'm not, I'm not feeling this. So we're going to get into it. All right.
And we will begin shortly. I'm your hostess with the mostest. Hit that like button.
Oh Lord, she done got that from somebody. Hostess with the mostest.
Good.
Let me move it up. I don't want to hear all that.
They're now telling black men
Listen.
and even other men, they telling them to go overseas. They telling them to go overseas for some peace. Yeah. So this is an issue. What's the difference between a woman in the U.S. and a woman outside of the U.S.? Well, stay tuned and we're going to get into it. We will be beginning shortly. Welcome everyone, DJ Torch. He said, getting my popcorn for this. Yeah, y'all gonna need your popcorn. I don't know. I know some of y'all drink this early in the morning. You're gonna need something because we're gonna go in. We're gonna go in and we're gonna be honest. I may have people join the show to give their opinion. So if you want to join, stay tuned. We will be beginning shortly. All right. Good morning, Blue Jay. Good morning. Welcome everyone. And we gotta be honest. We gotta be honest. We're not gonna sugarcoat nothing. We're gonna tell it like it is. And for all the men listening who have been told this and been thinking about going overseas, I want to know why you really want to go overseas. I think you think that these women are stupid. They speaking no English, so you want to take advantage of that. Oh, they stupid over there. They easy, right? Bitches got no sense over there. Let's go on over there. Let's get a visa. Let's get a passport. Let's spend all this money to find some punani in a third world country. Oh, they ain't gonna get married though. They're not gonna get married. See, that's not the reason that they're traveling to these third world countries. They're not trying to get married. They trying to hit it and quit it and fuck up a third world country and they family and lead them women to be single mamas, and then they gonna come right back over here. This is sick.
Now, see, this is what I have a problem with right here. This is the type of stuff, the type of rhetoric that I have a problem with, okay? Because, first of all men are not like that.
Right. Right.
I get so tired of hearing people talk about, black men like all of them are the same, and they're not.
Right.
And see, people, when you be listening to some of this rhetoric, we have to start thinking for ourselves. You have to think for yourself. Absolutely. You have to dissect this shit and think for yourself. Now I'm we're gonna show you what we talk about when we say think for yourself. We're gonna show you right here on the Kitchen Table Talk. Yes, we're gonna dissect this and we're gonna break it down, down, okay? And show you what we're talking about when we say you need to think, you gotta think for yourself. Because if you don't think for yourself and you listen to the rhetoric, right? Mm-hmm. You'll believe it. You'll believe it. And you'll run with it. And what's going to be talked about is no evidence, no receipts, no nothing. Let's start there first. No receipts, no nothing. Just saying what she supposedly had heard.
Right.
And when people talk like this and they don't have no receipts and stuff, you got to be careful about that. You got to be careful about that. Okay? Because that don't mean what they saying is what?
True.
Okay?
This is a sick mindset to have. But it gets deeper. It gets deeper. We ain't even started talking about it yet. I'm just giving y'all a little background on what we're going to talk about. All right? So stay tuned. Stay tuned. I got to do something really quick. So that's why I'm not starting just yet. But make sure you hit that like button because we just warming up. We just warming up. And it's going to get real hot.
I'm trying to keep it going because I don't want to hear all that.
I know that's
we trying to get to the source, get to the point.
We got to be real because y'all know why y'all going out there. And Dennis is teaching men, like this is the new, like they teaching men. They teaching black men specifically to not marry you, but to go to third world countries and marry these women because they feel that these women are more valuable than black women. Right? Oh man, I know the simplicity in our community, the simple-minded people. It's boy, man. and that's why so much substance abuse in this community, because we got to deal with not only the people in this world who's against us, but we got to deal with each other because we against each other. You got these brothers out here teaching men not to marry you, not to marry me, not to marry black women, not to marry their baby mamas, not to marry the women they've already impregnated, not to try to work nothing out.
Let's stop here for a minute. Everybody, listen, you don't have to use drugs to cope.
That's right.
That's right. Everybody don't use drugs to cope. Okay? Let's nip that in the bud too.
That's right. That's right.
Everybody don't use drugs to cope.
Wow. Here, but to forget about you, black woman, and go to a third world country and swoop up one of them women who they think is desperate, dumb, right? Desperate and dumb. That's what they think these women are. Desperate, easy, and dumb. That's why they...
Let me say something about that too. Listen. If that's their preference, so what?
Right. But why they got to be...
If that's what they want to do... Thank you. Why somebody desperate and dumb? Because they want to, they want to go and mess with a different woman, a woman on the other side of the world or whatever. If that's what they want to do, that's their business.
Look,
That's their business.
that's my opinion. As long as there is no malice towards our sisters or any hatred towards them, okay then. Fine. If that's what you want to do, go overseas, third world countries to get you some, go right ahead. But
That's right.
don't degrade the sister black African women, no matter
That's right.
how ratchet or attitude or messy they can be.
That's right. That's right.
That's my opinion.
Traveling about there. And so they just doing this to get some pee, and that's the bottom line. They think, I guess they think the pee is different. The pee is different out there, right? Because these women look different, so the pee gotta be different. There's no oppression out there. Let them tell it. When they go to these third world countries, let them tell it. There's no oppression. It's better than the U.S. You're treated better by the women. They're submissive. They'll do anything. Oh yeah, they'll do anything for a green card, dummy. Once they get that card, yours will be declined. You see, it's a hustle. This is a hustle for these women out there. And these women live out there. You not from there. So what makes you think that you want to go somewhere where you're not from, where you're not welcome for the most part, where you're not accepted, where you're still black, right? You still a nigga. Your nigga status don't change out there.
Now, does that make sense?
I'm sorry, I was a little caught off guard by that.
Right.
But no, that's
Your nigga status. Your nigga status not accepted. Your nigga, you know, you still nigga status.
wow.
People just say anything out their mouth. They don't care. This is the problem we have in our community.
Yeah.
Right? This is the problem. This is the problem right here. No love. Nobody's, sharing love. Nobody is offering something of substance. Everything is on a wicked level.
Yes.
This is the problem right here. This is some of the problem we have in our community.
I'm trying to understand how she knows so much about all women that she can speak for them.
She don't. That's the problem. She don't. That's what made me want to react to this, because she don't know. She's trying to find her niche, okay? She's
Right.
trying to come at the black men now. She probably been over there looking at Cynthia G or some of them other people, right? Who who talk about black men,
Right.
okay? And she done so many videos on Kevin Samuels. Never said a word about Kevin Samuels the whole time this man been on YouTube.
Absolutely.
As soon as he died, she burnt it up. Okay, she got so many videos of Kevin Samuels.
Right.
It's really sad. It's really sad. Like, you don't have nothing to say about a person while he's living, but now he's dead and gone. You got a whole lot to say.
Right.
Like, you knew this man personally.
But
But this is what she's trying to do, right? Because talking about Kevin Samuels has lifted her views.
right. Let me
She
say
done
this.
she done rolled that clout. She done rolled that clout wagon till the goddamn wheels done fell off. Okay?
Let me say this, because see, she just not. her or nobody else on these YouTube streets is going to just make it look like men are doing this. You got the sisters also going outside of their race to have relationships.
Okay.
And
But
so,
my thing is that I have a problem with it because it's not all men, it's not all women.
exactly.
Now you can have your opinion about stuff, but don't try to push that rhetoric like it's all
On
men and it's
everybody.
all women
Yes.
because it's not.
Yes.
That's where you lose me with this kind of bullshit.
Absolutely.
Then you talk, then some of them talk, and they don't even know what the fuck they talking about. No receipts, no
Yeah,
nothing. Just saying what they think
that's right.
and pushing it as if it's the truth,
Right.
but no receipts.
So here's a question. Is she trying to make it, is this content creator trying to make it over into the manosphere?
I don't know. Not talking like this, it doesn't sound like it.
Yes.
She's talking about the black men. So how would she be, how would she make it over in there if you're talking about the black men?
They talking the
Look,
same
I'll be
language.
honest. I never knew. I don't really know about the manosphere, right? Like I
Right.
say, but when I was coming up, we didn't get into this. It wasn't,
Right.
you know what I mean? I never heard, we never talked like that, like bashing the black man or bashing the black woman. We didn't do that. We didn't do that. So I really don't understand. I don't know about the manosphere shit like that. Because
It's
that's something that I've never been into. You know what I mean?
right.
So
I,
it sounds like to me, it's a whole bunch of men that kind of like find things wrong with black women. Am I on the right path? I'm not sure. I'm guessing.
yeah, you're there. You hit the nail on the head.
I'm just going by what it sounds, the stuff that I done heard. That's what it sounds like to me. You know what I mean?
And then the little bit that I've seen is that they're, to me, in my opinion. So I don't want anybody coming up on the comments talking about, uh, Lisa, you need to get rid of him because he's saying, nah, it's my opinion. The
Right. And
fact
you're entitled to that.
that they use manipulation tactics to try to get a point across.
Okay. Okay.
And so I kind of
Okay.
stay
I
away
got
from
you.
that because I don't agree with their methods and their opinions. Everybody is wonderful to have their own opinions.
Right.
Uh,
Okay.
so I'm not trying to down them or attack the manosphere, but
Okay.
I just don't agree with the way they do things.
Right. Right. I feel you. Yeah, you entitled to your opinion. I don't agree with it. When it comes to bashing the black woman or the black man, I don't agree with that.
Absolutely not.
We can have opinions. We can all have opinions, but I don't agree with that. That bashing the black woman and the black man. We don't need that. We got enough going on in our community. The last
Right.
thing we need is to be bashing each other. You know what I mean?
I
So I
agree.
just don't agree with that. I don't agree with it. I really don't.
I
But
don't
let's
either.
go. Let's move on, y'all.
All right.
Your nigga status don't change out there. So
Uh,
what do you think is changing?
yeah.
Oppression doesn't change. Poverty doesn't change.
Oh man. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Just Eagle,
Uh huh.
Eagle, can you take the floor for a minute?
Sure.
Thank you.
You welcome. So yes, we've gotten into a lot of good stuff. I would say we started out talking about relationships, and now we're reacting to this content. This content creates content. We've got to stop with this foolishness, with this mess, attacking each other. We got to stop attacking black men and black women. We got to stop that. As I've always said, that we got to learn to agree to disagree. I don't agree with no man tearing down our black sisters. To speak of them in such a derogatory way, or to make statements that tear them down. It's wrong. I don't agree with it. For the sisters, I don't agree with sisters that attack black men and tear them down. It's wrong. If we cannot, if we cannot speak on each other without tearing each other down, then we need to hold that testimony. Completely just hold that testimony. There is much going on, much division taking place among the African American community already. We have our own issues that's taking place. We've lost respect for one another. We've lost the ability to communicate with each other. So if that's the way it is, we need to just hold our testimony. We were taught, I was taught growing up, that if you had nothing nice to say, not to say nothing at all. I've had my fair share of hurt and pain with black African American women, but it does not. Now it does not leave a bad taste in my mouth. And how can we sit and talk about the sisters like we have no mothers, or we don't have any aunts or sisters or grandmothers? How can we talk about the black brothers as if we have no brothers, no fathers, no uncles, no nephews? How can we do that? Because when we speak against the black man or the black woman, we speak about those in our families. When we tear another sister down, we're tearing down our own mothers and aunts and own sisters. We're tearing down the ancestors that came before us. We're tearing down folks like Rosa Parks and Moses. We got to stop. This is where we recognize that people are hurt, and hurt folks is hurt others. they're hurting
they're hurting
one another.
one another.
And instead of
And instead
giving
of giving
understanding,
understand,
we tear one
we
another
tear
down.
one another down.
And it's a sad
It's a sad,
a sad factor.
a sad
When
fact.
we disrespect one,
When
we
we
disrespect
disrespect
all.
one, we disrespect all.
When we tear one down, we tear
Tear
down.
one down, we tear down.
And we do enough of that
And we do enough of that
towards one another
towards one another
on a daily basis that we don't
on a
need
daily basis that we don't need
someone on
someone
these
on
streets
these
they
streets trying
to make the situation
to make the
worse.
situation worse.
We ought to be
Right.
trying
We ought
to
to be
make
trying to
the
make
situation better.
the situation better.
But if we can't do that,
But if we can't do that,
hold that testimony.
hold
The
that
mic is yours.
The mic is yours.
Okay. Thank you, Eagle. Thank you so much, my brother.
You
Okay, so we're gonna go back into this. And we're gonna be skipping through it, y'all. We're not gonna be listening word for word but I wanna break this down. I want us to break this down coming from our perspective. Because a lot of people just go along with this rhetoric, right? And some people just believe it because the way it's being pushed out. Okay. And so we're going to talk about it. We're going to break it down. How they say we're going to add and subtract and multiply, divide it, and put it into lowest terms.
come
Yeah.
on now.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cost of living may be cheaper, but you still will need a job. See, they don't do no research. It's all about the P. It's all about getting peace, finding peace outside of the U.S. They didn't use and abuse all the women in the U.S. So now they didn't have their fill. Now let me go ahead and go to these third world countries and pretend to be something I'm not. They probably go over there acting like they millionaires, right? Wearing all these clothes and shit. You know how these type of black men do. They like to impress with money and with clothes and shoes and all this outward materialistic shit, right?
Okay, so where did she get this from? Where did she get this information? See, that's the first thing I would say when I hear it. Where did the information come from? Where did she get this from? Okay, because she's saying this, but is it true? Is it true? You know what I mean?
That's a good
That's
question.
how I'm thinking. You know, where did she get this from? About black men thinking like this? And if so, is it true?
Right.
And if they do decide to do that, so what?
Thank you.
So what? Like, seriously, if they want to go to somewhere outside the U.S. and find them a woman or whatever they looking for,
Right.
okay.
Right.
You know, it seems to me that when you invest this kind of time in, trying to bash, our black brothers and black sisters, it seems like to me that it's something going on with you
Yes.
inside of you.
Mhm.
Okay? Because my thing is, some people had some issues with a black brother.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
A while back. Some people had some issues with a black brother. Okay?
Mhm.
And if I remember correctly,
So true.
they were sleeping with the brother and it wasn't no relationship. So now I'm just wondering now where, I just wonder about people sometimes. How do you have the room to talk?
Right. That
Right.
I can remember
I
a
can
while back
remember a while back
that there was an incident
that there
that
was
took
an incident
place
that took place
with this content creator,
with
and she wasn't
and
speaking
she wasn't
so well about
so well about
black men
black men
herself.
herself.
So
So
don't throw stones
don't throw stones
at folks
at folks
that you
that
are walking
you
down the same
are walking
road
down the
with.
same road with.
Okay, that's what
Yep.
I got a problem with.
Yep.
Because you're bashing them, but you were just, you know, not so long ago,
That's right.
somebody was hooking
That's
up
right.
with one. It wasn't no relationship. They were
Uh,
just mashing, you
right.
know?
Right.
So I'm not, that's what I'm talking about. The rhetoric. The rhetoric.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
And where's her
continue.
research?
And where's her research?
Oh. Yeah, that's what I want to know. That's why I say we're gonna look at this from how we look. We free thinkers over here. We think
Right.
freely, right?
Right.
We think for ourselves. So we're gonna break this down the way we think. Okay?
Yeah.
And then people that run across of it, you can think, let's see how you think, what you think. Let us know what you think about the situation too.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So they're gonna go out there trying to act like they somebody they not in these third world countries, so they could try to get some third world peace, right? But they on here telling you that is because these women are more submissive. They on here telling you that is because of you. We got to go to the third world country because the black woman is not submissive, and the black woman this and the black woman that, and they're so different out there. They're submissive. I mean, man, they gonna suck your D all day. That's how they do down there. They different out there, man. They be
Now, does this make sense? Does this make sense? Oh, they
No.
gonna suck your D all
No.
day. Like, girl, are you serious?
And even if a man did say
Even
that,
if a
why
man
would
did say that,
you,
why would
as a
you,
woman,
as a woman,
repeat such
repeat such
foul stuff?
foul
Okay.
stuff?
That's because ain't nobody said it. Ain't nobody said this shit. Like I said, if somebody had said it, she be putting up receipts. Her
Right.
so-called receipts.
Right.
Ain't nobody said nothing. She trying to run this rhetoric because, like I said, talking about Kevin Samuels has lifted her views. So now she's going to try to, find something to keep it going.
Right.
And this is one of those cases where I'll do anything.
For the clicks.
I'll do anything for the clicks and the views.
Yeah.
I talk about others doing anything for the clicks and views, but I will too.
Right.
Right.
3, 4, 5, and we could have 8 wives out there, man. We could have us some 8 wives out there, man. 8 different peas, right? 8 different peas, right? Who cares about their history, brother? These foreign women, who cares if they 3 or 4s? They foreign. Who cares they got all type of diseases or holes about there, man? They foreign. They better than black women. It's different. The pee different out there, man. This is what they're teaching each other. Man, it's cheaper, so they cheapen a motherfucker, right? Man, it's cheap out there. You ain't gotta really do nothing, US dollars converted to blah blah blah. Is this much out there, man? Did you know that? All we need is 5 cents to eat every day. Every day. And the women stupid. Oh man. We could get them when they're young. It's legal out there. You could get with them at 16. We could mess with children out there. See, they going out here so that they can live out their Satanism, their sicknesses, their fantasies, the evil shit that they have in their heart that they scared to do in the US because it's illegal. So they going out here, they getting little boys, little girls. Oh, we can marry them at 16, bro. In some of these third world countries, you can marry them at 12. They a woman at 11. They parents don't care, man. They want that green card, man. We could get them at 10. They women. When they start they period, they women, man. This is sickness I'm hearing. This is sickness. This is I'm trying to find the word. I'm trying to find the word.
Now, again, I want to know, where did she hear this from?
That's what I like to know.
That's what I like to know.
Where did this come from? Where did she scoop this up from that the manosphere said that? Now, the only thing I did hear about was O'Shea was saying he was going to start dating, see if the women over somewhere, he said Dubai or something, want to start dating, hooking up with some of the black men. Okay? I heard something about that. Them supposed to be hooking up a dating game or something. I heard something about that. But I didn't hear about all of this that she done put together.
Well, see, that's how some people do. They hear a little bit of something, and then take off and run with it, and mix other stuff up in there that wasn't said.
That's because I'm trying. That's because I'm trying to keep my audience. I'm trying to keep those views going. So I'm gonna slap this story together and make it sound right. Okay, that's why I say on here we're gonna start doing reaction videos to different stuff, because some of this rhetoric we really need to break it down.
Exactly.
And expose it for what it is. Okay.
Exactly.
Because that's the problem in a nutshell. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And that's the problem in a nutshell. We got too much of this going on in our damn community.
Yes.
And most of the shit ain't true. It's not true.
Right.
And a lot of people doing it because they trying to make some money. They trying to get some clicks and views so they can try to make some money. That's what it's really about. And it's sad that you're willing to put your own people down in order for you to come up.
Right.
What sense does that make?
You want to put your own people down in order for you to come up.
Because don't they realize that when you put your own kind down, you're putting yourself down?
That's right.
Because you're not excluded from the mix.
That's right.
Wow.
That's right. Wow. And if you listen to some people, they contradict themselves. All you got to do is listen.
Yes.
I'm going to show you. I'm going to show y'all. All you got to do is listen. Some people contradict themselves.
Yes, they do.
Wow. Degenerates. I think that's the best word to describe it. Sexual degenerates. Perverts. Full of lust. Out of control. Bucks. Breeders. But not men. Not fathers. Not leaders. Not CEOs. So O'Shea and the gang, right? O'Shea and the gang with some newcomers, Dennis and Kevin Samuels folks, they all coming together teaching black men to not date you, black woman, to not marry you. They specifically saying this to them. They telling them, do not marry black women. It is black men teaching other black men not to marry black women, right? Shit, we damn near started already. They teaching these men not to marry us. Even after they get you pregnant. Oh, leave them hoes. They ain't submissive. Who cares? F that baby. F them kids. F them. I'll go smash though. Oh yeah, I'll show up to smash. This is how they look at us, right? Sex objects. No matter where you are. You could be in the US, you could be outside the US. No matter where you are, this is the sick minds of black men. These types of black men. And I'm seeing this in a lot of black men. They're looking for little girls in third world countries. They're looking for little boys in third world countries. Because shit is legal out.
Where are your receipts, ma'am? That's a big thing to be saying for you not to have no proof.
Yes.
Yes.
That's something. That's something hard to put on some men, and you don't really have no proof that that's what's going on or that's what was said. You just putting this out in the atmosphere. You know, I think that's terrible. I do. I think that's terrible to put something out like this, and
Without any
you don't really have nothing to follow it up
exactly.
Exactly.
that is true.
Exactly.
See, and people who not thinking, they not free thinkers. They don't think for themselves. People
Right.
will think that this shit is true. That this rhetoric is true.
Yes.
Yes.
That's why I always say, think for yourself, good people. Think for yourself. Stop listening to the rhetoric. If you hear something you don't know is true, go do some research.
Right.
Right.
Go do some research and find out. Stop listening to this bullshit that don't
Right.
be true a lot of times. A lot of times it's not even true.
Right.
Right.
That's disgusting. Who,
Yeah,
That's
right.
just
who said that they
Go
were
ahead, Eve,
going
I'm
over
sorry.
for no kids?
no kids.
This is what she's saying.
Isn't
Isn't
that's gonna
This
mess
is
up
what she's
somebody's
saying.
somebody?
But what I'm saying is, where is the receipts? When
Exactly.
you saying something like that about somebody, you need to
Right.
have some kind of receipts.
Right. I agree.
Because that's like you calling somebody a predator.
Come on.
Come on.
Okay? That's what you're saying. You're
Yeah.
calling somebody a predator or something. You need to have some receipts about that. That's deep.
Yeah.
That's some deep shit right there.
And somebody can sue you.
Somebody can sue you.
Mm.
Yeah, you need to have some receipts. You need to be able to prove that.
Right.
Not just you don't just throw that kind of rhetoric out in the atmosphere.
You don't. It's not cool.
No, it's not cool.
It's not right.
No, it's not at all. Not at all. You don't do that. You don't just throw that kind of stuff out into out into the universe. Not especially without receipts.
Right.
Right.
Let's go on and see what else she got to say.
Pedophilia is illegal in
good.
some areas, right? Marrying a 12-year-old is legal in some areas, right? Prostitution is legal in some areas, right? This is why our community is the way it is. The sick, degenerates that want to be men, that want us to respect them, want us to call them men, want the world to look at them with respect and dignity, integrity, and as leaders, and they sitting up on here from young to old, teaching black men to go find peace in third world countries, not to build their community, not to build their home they already created, but to fuck shit up in the third world countries as if suddenly black men are going to become responsible. Suddenly they're going to want to work. Suddenly they're going to want to build families. No, they're doing this so that they can fulfill their lust and their lasciviousness, right? And this is why they have the name that they do. And these type of black men, this is why y'all have the reputation and the name and the identity that you do. You are being predators. You are seeking impoverished women to take advantage of, to manipulate, to screw up their lives, to leave them as single mothers. This is disgusting, and it has to be pointed out, man. This is sick and it's disgusting.
And what is disgusting, ma'am, is that you're not showing any receipts.
Right.
That's what's disgusting too, is that you just putting this shit out here, this rhetoric out here, because that's what I call it, rhetoric.
Right.
And you're not really proving that this is true. You know, I don't understand that. Because calling somebody a predator, saying that they looking for little boys or little girls, that's
Right.
deep.
That's
That's
defamatory.
deep.
Defamatory.
Yes, that's deep, ma'am. And you don't have no proof. You're not showing any receipts. See, and this is what I be talking about.
Right.
People, I be hearing people here talking about exposing something. What the fuck? Do you even know what exposing is?
See.
Let's start there first.
Right.
Do you know what exposing is? Okay? Because some of the stuff that people doing, I don't think they understand what exposing is.
Oh, I don't think they do either.
Oh, I don't think they do.
You know, they always talking about exposing something, but I still be waiting to see what they gonna expose.
Right.
Right.
And you can't expose things without receipts. People need
That's
receipts.
right.
Because you got some people that think for themselves, they free thinkers. And
Right.
when you start talking about certain shit, you need receipts.
Come on now.
Come on now.
Okay? Like this shit about them being predators, them saying that they going over there looking for little boys and little girls, and you know,
That's not cool.
you need to have some kind of receipts, man, because you know, that's deep. That's deep to put that bone
That
out
is.
on people
That is.
with no
I'm just
receipts.
I'm just.
tough.
I'm so disgusted by the men in this community. I'm so disgusted. Y'all are dirty, man. Real shit. Y'all are dirty, you low down, and you're lustful. And you justify it by pointing the finger at Black women. No, don't justify your lust. Stop using us as your crutch. Stop using us as your lousy excuse. You just lustful. You just lascivious and nasty and low down and dirty.
Is she using biblical
Is she
terms?
Biblical terms.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I know she did not
I know
have
she
the nerve
Have
to
the nerve
use
to
a
use
biblical
a
term. Biblical terminology.
Biblical terminology.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What did she say? I know she said y'all low down, dirty.
And lascivious.
What you heard her say?
It's
Oh,
lascivious.
Lascivious.
Hold on, let me go back just a little bit.
And the identity that you do, you are being predators. You are seeking impoverished women to take advantage of, to manipulate, to screw up their lives, to leave them as single mothers. This is disgusting, and it has to be pointed out, man. This is sick and it's disgusting. I'm so disgusted by the men in this community. I'm so disgusted. Y'all are dirty, man. Real shit. Y'all are dirty, you low down, and you're lustful. And you justify it by pointing the finger at Black women. No, don't justify your lust. Stop using us as your crutch. Stop using us as your lousy excuse. You just lustful. You just lascivious and nasty and low down and dirty. You're selfish.
Is that what she
You're
used?
pitiful.
Yeah, lascivious.
You're desperate and dusty.
That's biblical
And you
terminology.
think that you're gonna get a woman, a real woman like that. Yeah, go. That's why they go to the U.S. so that they can pimp these women, have multiple wives, abuse them, slap them aside their fucking head, treat them any kind of way, because they think they stupid, they think they desperate, and they think they'll do anything for a green card. They looking for 12-year-olds,
Wow.
11-year-olds in these third world countries. They look at.
Now, who said anything about,
anything
you know
about,
what? Where's the proof?
That's what I'm
that-
trying to.
to prove that?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, Eagle. Where did she get this from? Where is the proof, miss? That is something deep. You're saying about some people. This is really deep because you're not showing any proof. You're just putting this out there.
Right.
Right.
Now, like I said, I did hear about a dating game or something they supposed to be trying to do, but I didn't hear about all this.
Okay, see, that's different.
I ain't hear nothing
They're
about them
doing
chasing
a dating
little
game.
girls and little boys. Huh?
For them doing a dating game, okay, that's different from saying that these men are talking about going over to the third world country to get some 11 and 12-year-old children. Where is the proof? You
Right.
can't say stuff like that about men and don't have the proof. Prove it. If this is what they said, prove it. If not, hold that testimony. If not, hold your damn mule. That's what that's what they can do. You tearing up people's character.
Mm-hmm.
Let me calm down.
See, and this way I got a problem with. This what I have a problem with is saying stuff. And like I said, some people are not free thinkers. They take
Right.
stuff and they run with it. You know, they don't really stop and think until they hear somebody else take it and break it down and look at it different, right?
Right.
Then they'll say, oh, okay, I didn't think about it like that, you know? But
Mhm.
just to be sitting somewhere, you know, listening, it's people that believe this shit,
Right.
you know? And you ain't showing no proof. You're just putting this rhetoric out there in the universe. You ain't got a proof. You ain't showed a proof or receipt or nothing.
That's right.
Let's see what else she's saying.
For little boys. They're looking to have more than one wife. But they don't have the means. They don't have the means, the way, the will, the money to take care of not even themselves. They can't even take care of their damn self. Talk about they want 8 wives.
But how do you know what they got? How do you know how much money these men got and stuff? How do you know that?
Right.
How can you say what somebody can't do when you don't know what they got? You don't know how much money they got.
And here's the thing. If you got an issue with what somebody with what they're saying, then why don't you hit them up over in the manosphere and debate with them?
But she not gonna do that. She not gonna do that. She like taking and putting rhetoric out in the universe and trying to push a narrative and make people believe it. That's
So
what
that
she like
means you-
doing.
So that means you know better than they are.
Exactly.
Because if this is what they're saying over in that sector of YouTube, then you're not doing no justice by being on here repeating everything that's been said, and it starts to make you look like you on their side.
Hmm.
Okay, shall we continue?
8 fuck buddies. You want 8 different flavors. You want your cake and eat it too. And then once they start fucking all them 8 wives and get tired of fucking them, they gonna want 8 more. You see, the lust is never fulfilled. They're never satisfied. Don't let them try to trick you and say it's because of us. Stop using us to justify your lust and your disgusting, pitiful, embarrassing behavior.
Wow.
You are sick. You are sick. And it's going to be, black men are going to start dropping off one by one from foreign women and their men. You cannot fuck up everyone's lives and think you're getting away with it. These people are going to start assassinating you, and black women are out of it. Deal with it on your own. You deal with your troubles with your preferences, and they men and they fathers out there, because they gonna get you. You think these men are playing with y'all, messing with their women. This is why black men continuously was getting hung by on a fucking tree, because they still messing with these men's women. They not taking care of them. They leaving them as single mothers. And these men of these women, their fathers and brothers, they're pissed off. This is why you are being hung in trees, strange fruit, hanging in a goddamn tree.
Man, where did you get that information from?
Wow.
I didn't hear nothing about that. Have you, Eagle? Have you heard anything about the black men being hung in trees? Not for messing with a woman. I haven't heard about that.
I've never heard that.
That is
I heard
new
of
to
them
me.
being hung, but not for messing with a woman.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Because they knew
So where
not
did you get that from?
to mess with white women back then.
Right. They knew better than to do that back then.
So where part of history
So where
did
did
she
she
get that
get
from?
that from? I told you. Some people will put anything out because they're trying to push narratives and they trying to hold on to their audience. They will put anything together. Anything.
Yeah, wow.
And they talking about they exposing. They say they exposing them. How are you exposing them, man, when you're not even telling the truth?
Right.
This is.
Let's see what else shit just is going on.
Shall we?
Right.
It's y'all. It wasn't black women hanging on the trees. It was you niggas. Because you don't know how to keep your dick in your pants. It was you who was getting hung. It was you getting your penis cut off, not the black woman. We wasn't getting dismembered. It was your lousy ass, your nasty ass, getting your penis cut off because you can't control your lust. And you wonder why they call us animals.
Wow.
Specifically you, black man.
That's not the reason.
Well, ma'am, do you know that, okay, so you must haven't done your research on other people. You're talking about the black man being an animal and this and that and the other. But have you done your research, ma'am? I don't think you have. Because you're just talking about the black man. You're talking about the black man.
Wow. We were not hung up in trees because we were considered animals. That's not why we was hung.
Okay.
Okay, a lot. And if you go back and look at history, we will find that a lot of people that had been hung were innocent of stuff that they were being accused of.
Exactly. A lot of them was lied on.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So where you know what? Let me keep my temper.
See, some of us have a bad habit of just throwing shit together. Okay? We talking about we exposing something, but we got a bad habit. And look, some people in her chat are talking about historical fact. You nailed it. You are nailing it.
She nailed
No,
it.
it's not a historical fact.
lie.
Yeah. Because them people that was accused of something, it was a lie. They wasn't, they was falsely accused.
That's right.
People got hung and stuff because of the color of their skin.
Yes.
Yes.
It had nothing to do with whatever this is, whatever she's talking about. We're going to skip through some of this because I don't know if I can listen to all of it.
Wait, did she say that
Did she say that
they was hung and had they
was
stuff
hung and had they
they
stuff?
penis cut
Yeah.
off? Can you use that
Yeah.
because they
Because
couldn't keep it in their pants back then?
in their pants
You
back
know
then.
what?
Yeah.
You know
I
what?
think she
I think
mistaken
she mistaken
from the
from the
Caucasian man, because the Caucasian man couldn't keep their shit in their pants
in their pants
because they was going around
because they
screwing
was
every
throwing every
slave, female slave that was around.
slave that was around.
So
Okay.
So
I think
And
she's
it ain't just. Oh, go ahead. I'm
all
sorry.
right, go ahead. I got to calm down.
Go ahead, because you was getting ready to say something else, and I thought you was finished. Go ahead.
So if it was the white man doing it
white man doing it
and popping off the slaves,
off the
where did
where did
the black man come from that's hanging in the tree that couldn't keep themselves in their pants?
I'm
I'm insulted by
insulted
that remark that she made.
Okay.
remark that she made.
Okay. And then the sad part is you got people that listen to this rhetoric and they believe it. And they say it's true.
Right.
Oh boy.
You act like an animal. You out of control. Nobody could tame you. You don't act like a man. You act like a fucking animal. These type of black men. You think this behavior is cute? You up here laughing and giggling and teaching black men to not date black women, not to marry black women, but to go and find peace in third world countries. And they still ain't marrying them women. Jesus, it's sick, man. This is sick. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot more deaths. You already seeing their preferences. Take them out one by one and getting away with it. That's on you. You think everybody love you. You think you're so welcomed. You're not. You're not. You're not loved by everybody. You're not welcomed everywhere. You still a nigga there. You a nigga here. You a nigga everywhere. Just like they look at us. But somehow you think you better than black women or something. And that's why you're dying, you're dropping off. Right? Can't build your own community. Can't build your own legacy in the US. You gotta go to another man's land. Can't build your own land. Don't got your own shit. You hopping from land to land like a dusty bum. You don't own no goddamn land. You still in a white man's land, dummy. No matter where you go. White people control this motherfucker, period. Get over it. 400 head start. 400-year head start. And we could have been further than we are now, but they don't want to build with black women. They want to go to third world countries.
Now, first of all, ma'am, you have black people out here who own land and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know where you've been living at or what rock you've been living under, but you do have black people out here who own land and stuff.
That's right. Wow.
So I don't know. I just don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand some of the rhetoric. I don't. But I do feel like we're going to do this more often on here because some of the stuff needs to be like broken down. You know what I mean? Some of the stuff need to be exposed for the lies that's being said.
Right.
Because some people believe this shit. And a lot of this shit ain't true.
Then I got some swamp land I want to sell somebody then. If they gonna believe this rhetoric, then I got some swamp
Okay.
land.
I got some swamp land.
But they do believe it. You can tell by the people in her chat that they believe it.
Uh,
Mhm.
uh,
It's sad, but it's true.
They want
wow.
to build outside of their race, and they still not building. They still leaving them as single mothers, and got an excuse and a justification for everything that they do. Every sick, twisted thought, every perverted teaching, right? They looking for women not even half their age. They looking for girls. They're looking for 12-year-olds, right? Because you're a woman. If you're 12, you're a woman. According to a lot of these men, you're a woman as soon as you get your menstrual. So a lot of us got our menstruals at 9, 10, and 11. So these men are going around teaching other men that you're a woman, you're a young woman at 9, 10, and 11 if you start your menstrual cycle. So they up over here screwing these young women allegedly in these third world countries. And some of them doing it in the US, teaching other men, oh yeah, when they start their period, they women. They women. Well, I was in elementary school when I started mine. I didn't know a goddamn thing about being a woman. You're not a woman because you start your period. Let's get that straight, pervert. I'm going to be rebuking all these teachings, man. Y'all sick, man. I cannot believe a lot of the teachings I'm hearing these black men spew online. It's just crazy, you know? Yeah, their fathers don't like you. You're not accepted. And again, that's why y'all was getting hung back in the day, and you still getting hung today. Leave them men's women alone. Because you don't take care of your kids. You don't build shit. You don't have no job. Leave people alone.
How does she tell somebody they don't have a job? That's
Right.
what tripped me out. Right. How people broke and they ain't got no job. Girl, you in their pocket? What you know? How can you sit up here and call somebody broke and tell them what they don't do?
Yeah.
Where's this rhetoric coming from?
Right. Right.
Because all men are not like this. Now, have you got some bad seeds
Yes.
when it come to men, but you got some bad seeds when it come to women, as we see right here in front of us. So, you know, that goes on both parties.
Exactly. Yes.
And when you hear stuff like this, to me, it's coming from a place of
Hurt.
hurt, yeah. Because probably you probably don't have a man that wants you, you know, you're probably not with nobody or something, or it's something, you know, it's coming from a hurt place
Right.
that you get a kick out of degrading your own.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to talk about it's different incidents and stuff that goes on in our community, okay?
Right.
But when you just want to degrade your own people, I got a problem with that. I don't agree with it at all. You know, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it at all.
I don't either.
I really don't. Because if you can, you know, if you can sit up here and do this, guess what? If you can sit up here and degrade the black man, there's something, it's deeper than this. This goes a little deeper with what you are going through or what's going on with you. It's deeper.
Yes.
And some people may not want to see it, but it is. But like I say, all of them are not the same. We got some bad seeds when it comes to men. We got some bad seeds when it comes to women.
That's right.
That go on both hands. No, you know what I mean? That go on both sides.
That's right. That is true.
So I don't understand how you can, you know, bash black men. You know, just bash black men. I just don't go for that. I feel as though that yeah, some black men needs to improve,
Exactly.
okay? Exactly. But some black women need to
Need to
improve.
improve too. Hmm. Yes.
But the rhetoric that some of y'all put out there, it's like the bad men is the worst of the worst of the worst.
Mm, mm, mm.
Because you do know other cultures sleep around too.
Come on now.
Come on now.
Other cultures sleep around too and have babies out of wedlock and stuff.
That's right.
Yes, yes, they do. Do your research. It's not just a black man.
That's right.
And I guess y'all will call me a mammy and say, I'm taking up for the black man. You know? But that's not the case. I'm just a person who believe in looking at the whole picture. I'm not a
Exactly.
person who leans on just one side.
That's right.
That's right.
You can't be. You got to be fair.
Got to be fair.
And we
Right.
all are not the
I'm not
same.
biased.
Not the same.
That's right. And I'm
So-
not a biased person. I look at things from both sides.
Yes.
We got women that got issues and stuff and need to do some work. We got men the same way. But we also
right.
got some good women and we got some good men.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Totally agree.
Totally agree.
But this is some.
They ain't playing with you. They ain't playing with you. They not playing with you. You know? And it's just crazy. It's crazy how this message is being sent. I mean, damn, this some hateful ass stuff, man. It's hard. I'm disgusted by these men. These type of men. I'm disgusted. Oh, don't get with no black woman with kids, especially if you got kids. Don't marry them. Hell no. Don't marry no black woman with kids. Meanwhile, they got kids. And that's why we can't stick together. Other men don't think like you. We come from different situations, different walks of life. You don't know how that woman got that baby. And they always think that you looking for a father. I hear this a lot. They always think somebody looking for a daddy. And it's like, wait, isn't that what I'm supposed to do? Look for a mate, whether I have a child or not? What does that disqualify me, or that mean I can't find love and I'm not lovable and I'm not the same motherfucker I was or something? I mean, do that turn me into an alien once I have kids? Please let me know, somebody. I'm just confused. Are you not the same motherfucker? You're a mother now. Well, I mean, you're the same person. Things are different. Priorities are different. So of course, their child is going to come first. A real mother is not just looking for a nigga to fuck. She's thinking about her child as well. But y'all niggas not thinking like that. So you teaching now, oh, go to third world countries. They'll open them legs. They'll open them legs for you. They'll open them legs for you. Go to the third world country. You don't get no mouth because they need a green card. Yeah, no pushback. You could have about 10 of them and could marry them at 12 years old because they a woman when they start their menstrual. According to a lot of these men, they a grown woman. They a young lady at 9 years old. That's the perverted shit that goes on in our community. They not only that it's past looking for younger women. They looking for children. Our children is in danger. They looking for a single mama, and then sometimes they looking for a single mama so they could try to fuck with the daughter, try to mess with the daughter. Don't leave your kids around nobody. Period. I wish I would leave my kids when I have kids. I wish I would leave my kids around any nigga. I don't trust none of you niggas. You too perverted. You too fucking perverted. Too perverted.
Lord, take the wheel.
Hell no. I
I
don't
hear
trust
you.
here.
I hear you.
Nobody. You can't put nothing past nobody. Even it could be their own fucking parents. Watch everybody. Especially if you a mother. Watch everybody. It could be their own daddy. And that's real. Listen to your children. Check on them.
Girl.
Make sure they're okay, because sometimes if you are over strict and you a lot of y'all blame the woman. Even as a little girl, when a little girl is trying to tell you something is going on with her, something happened to her, y'all silence the women and say no it didn't, or tell them to shut up and never bring it up again. This is what y'all do. And then you mad because they grow up and be prostitutes because they've been fondled with and touched on, and their youth and innocence have been stolen from grown ass men. And you wonder why you got these hoes about here not giving a fuck. Their mind is gone, their spirit is gone. They don't care what you think. They don't have a conscience because you didn't think of them when they were little. You didn't give a shit about them when they were little girls. So why would they give a fuck about what you think of them now? And this goes on a lot. You silence the women and you give the men. It goes on in our youth. We're oppressed in our youth. We're oppressed as little girls. We're targeted.
Okay, so where did this happen at? I never seen this. I never seen where you're targeted as a little girl. Now I know some situations
Right.
are like that.
Right.
Some situations, but the way she's saying it, it's like this goes on all the time.
Right.
You know,
And this
Right.
don't.
And this don't.
this is the norm. The way she's saying it.
Right.
But now
Right.
you have different, certain situations that come up.
Exactly.
But I'm not understanding this. I'm just not understanding this. The rhetoric, and you say you exposing. I'm skipping through y'all because I can't listen to all this.
And then
And
she's
then-
lumping.
Okay, here we
She's
go.
lumping
Oh, go ahead, babe. What you going to say?
She's lumping all fathers in that mess, like all fathers
like all
are
fathers
molesters.
are molesters.
Yeah, that's how she is.
You-
She's trying to make her audience believe all this bullshit. Okay,
that's crazy.
that's what it's
That's
about.
crazy.
Let's see. She was showing a video. Now I want you to listen to this video. You get ready to catch.
Impoverished women suffering, not to help, not to donate, but to screw. Right? But to screw. So let me get into what SEX tourism is, because this is what O'Shea Duke Jackson, king of the manosphere, right? Alleged king of the manosphere. This is what he was accused of. And I have a video here that I want to show y'all, but I'm not going to be able to play the whole thing. But what I'm going to do is just play just a little clip. Just a little clip. Okay? This is O'Shea Duke Jackson, allegedly in, I believe, Uganda. So he's been doing this. He's been doing this, right? He been looking for P overseas because you know he can't get shit out here. You know he can't get a woman out here.
And apparently you can't get a man out here.
Get a man
All the
out
hate.
here.
Okay.
He don't
I'm
know
sorry.
Okay.
Because ain't no,
Can we strike that from this video?
Right there from this video.
especially a black woman, gonna mess with him and his hate group and his hateful messages. So he has to go to third world country, get him a woman who don't have YouTube, who don't know his history, don't know what the manosphere doing, don't know they bums, don't know what they preaching. That's why they going too. so they can get somebody who don't know that they on YouTube, who don't got no internet. And you really think they getting pee with all these hateful messages? You think women are flocking to them like, oh my God, O'Shea, oh my God, it's O'Shea Duke Jackson from YouTube who spews hateful messages. Oh my God, it's him. No, and it is predatory. And a lot of them should be sex offenders. A lot of them should be registered sex offenders because of the shit they do, but they don't get caught doing.
Oh
See, a
my
lot of
God,
these
girl.
black men do some egregious shit behind the scenes that they don't make public, but God knows.
Ooh.
And you're gonna get your karma. It's gonna come back to you, buddy.
Baby, don't speak about
So
karma.
some of them have slept with children. Some of them have slept with underage women. Some of them.
How do you know that, man?
You know that.
You putting shit out on people. How the fuck do you know that? Girl, what is wrong with her?
Was she in the bedroom with them when?
That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. How do you know that? How can you come out your mouth and staying 10 toes down and say something like that?
Wow, I can't believe
anything. Let me tell you, some of these people will do anything for a motherfucking click and a view. You hear what I say?
I hear you.
You hear what I say? They don't care. It shows right here what she just said out her mouth.
That ain't cool. You ain't been in that man's bedroom with him. And with whoever he's been
You
with.
get your mouth to say they done slept with children. They done slept with children. Girl.
Lord, take the wheel.
Look at underage women in a sexual way. Some of them are waiting for these women to turn 18. They are R. Kelly. Some of them are.
Now wait. Now look. Here you go with that contradicting shit. Now she just said they sleep with children. Now she's saying they waiting until they get 18.
Right.
Man, which is
Which
it?
one is it?
Which is it? That's what I be talking about. You listen to a motherfucker long enough, they contradict themselves. This is the type of shit I'm talking about. You got to be careful who you listening to. That rhetoric that you listening to and taking it in your spirit.
Right.
You got to be careful of all that.
Because from the beginning,
contradicting herself like that. She just said they sleep with children. Then she turned around and say they waiting for them to get 18.
Yes.
I
So
told
which
you,
one
listen
is
to
it?
a motherfucker long enough, you will know they lying.
Which one is it? Are they sleeping with 11 and 12-year-old children, or are they waiting for them to get to 18? Which one is it? It can't be both.
Right.
I'm gonna need you to figure the facts out straight before you start reporting, because that you done. Which one is it?
That is really harsh. That is really harsh. If you don't have no proof, you don't need to be saying no bullshit like that. Seriously.
That's right.
If you don't have no proof about what's going on. Let's see what else she gonna say.
Are pro R. Kelly. R. Kelly ain't do nothing wrong. They don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind with a 12-year-old either. Yeah, it's disgusting. So we have to make sure all women and children, all young women, all the young women listening, all the 18-year-olds, because you're supposed to be 18 or older listening to my stuff. This is how the black men in our community are thinking. They're targeting you. They're targeting you.
First of all, ma'am, you don't know what the fuck they doing. You just running with this rhetoric. Have you did any research? Are you working with the women? Are you trying to help any other women? No. You're just getting up here running with this rhetoric. What'd you say, Eagle?
I was saying state them facts, sis, because
right. It's a shame. Just running with this rhetoric mess. I call it rhetoric because that's what the hell it is. You know what I mean? It's sad. Yes. That's sad. Yes. It really is. Like, are you doing anything to help the women?
Right.
Besides getting up here telling these false what you call it? False stories, I
Accusations.
guess you call it. Yeah, false accusations. It's, you know what? You know, I don't understand.
You, young black
This is
woman, young black girl. So I want you to be aware of how the black men in our community think of you,
Not all black men, honey. Not
thank
all
and think
black
of all
men.
women, right? So let's go ahead and play this. This is him in a third world country with an alleged prostitute. Again, this is O'Shea Duke Jackson in a third world country. Let's keep it right here. He turned her around to show her ass to the camera.
Well, wait a minute. How she know that's a prostitute?
right. She got any receipts to prove that the
Right.
woman's a prostitute?
Right. How do you know that this woman is a prostitute?
Did she see any money being exchanged?
Let's see. Let's finish looking at it and see. Maybe she did. I don't know.
Again, this is O'Shea Duke Jackson in the Uganda, I believe, with a prostitute, allegedly.
Look, allegedly.
Showing off her body, promoting her. This was on someone's YouTube channel, but I don't know if it's still there.
Look.
This is exclusive. This is one of his live videos that was once public, but he snatched it off of the internet after accusations of sex tourism in these third world countries.
Girl, you
This
a
is
damn
what they're
lie.
teaching black men to do.
She's a damn lie. If you notice, she didn't play what they were saying. Did you notice that?
Right. She didn't finish the tape.
Right. She didn't play none of the tape. She didn't play nothing that was being said. Now,
Right.
the one I ran across that looked like the same one, he was saying, what you think about, he was asking the girl, what did she think about them having a dating game where they would be dating black men, hooking them up with black men. The one I seen, that's what he was saying. Okay. Now, I don't know if she ran across another video or not, but the one I ran across, that's what they was talking about. Him and the girl that was on there that she just showed. But he was talking about a dating game.
Okay, but where's her proof that she was a prostitute?
That's what I'm saying. You see, right. You see, she shut the thing out.
Right.
She shut the video up. She didn't play none of the video. And she told her audience that the girl was a prostitute.
Right.
Now, when we finish, we're going to go look that video up because I ran across that video.
Okay,
And I
because
didn't
I
hear
want to
nothing
see it.
about no prostituting on it.
Right.
Okay? This some of her shit. I'm telling you, she's famous for this.
To go to the third world countries and to smash these women. It says, let me make this bigger. It says this is a
Hold up. $200 billion industry with corporate backing on a global scale. O'Shea Duke Jackson is the leader of the Black Manosphere. What? Fresh and Fit. Okay, but it doesn't say anything about prostituting and selling women or none of that.
200. Let me move the banner. Let me move the second banner.
Fresh and Fit.
That's the one I was
Smear
moving.
campaign against them.
But it says this is a $200 billion
Fresh and
industry
Fit.
with
Fresh and Fit are against this behaviors.
Is that her
So
title?
he jumped on a smear campaign against them. So I don't know. I don't know if this is something she wrote or what. I'm not sure. Like I said, when I seen the video, I didn't see this on there. So I don't know. I don't know.
backing on a global scale. O'Shea Duke Jackson is the leader of the Black Manosphere. Fresh and Fit are against this behavior, so he jumped on a smear campaign against them. I believe this is on Reddit, if I'm not mistaken, or one of those sites. Again, this is allegedly O'Shea Duke Jackson um, with a third world country prostitute, allegedly, teaching black men to go ahead and let me rewind it back. Teaching black men to go ahead and take advantage of these impoverished women, allegedly, showing off this young woman's body, who knows how old she is. Yeah, shake it, huh? See? And look at his face. Look at his face right here. Look at his face. Let's go back. So this is what they want to do in these third world countries. And this is what they're teaching black men to do. To go screw these women.
Now she putting some of
See
this
a
shit
woman with
on
a
here.
fat ass in a third world country.
This ain't some of this. This some of her shit. Some of this is some of her
Or
shit.
leave her
I don't believe
Go
believe
to
all
the next
this.
woman in the third world country. They stupid anyway. Man, if you think they stupid in the US, wait till you get to Uganda. Wait till you get to Poland, man. They get real loose out there. Right, O'Shea?
Oh.
It says Kevin Samuels' close associate. I'm going to read what it says. Let me see. Make this a little bigger for y'all so you can see what's going on. Yeah, this is what is going on. This is real. This is real, right? So this is what he's teaching men to do. And this is what these women, all they got to offer is their body. They ass, because they don't got nothing else. They don't got a green card. They don't have, they're poor. So they're the targets. So, I don't necessarily blame these women per se, because a lot of them are desperate. Look at this.
But she not playing the video. Pay attention. She not playing the video.
Yeah.
Right, she stopped
Of
playing
what's
the video.
being said.
A freaking meat promoting her. This was probably a marketing thing.
So what is she
Some of
reading?
her shit, my nigga. She's lying. This is some of her shit.
To give them some pointers on how to how SEX tourism work, right? So let me share this with y'all real quick.
Look, now she want to look up the
website, Control and Prevention.
Now she want to look up the
what sex tourism is. Okay.
This is bullshit. You heard me?
Is that an article?
Notice she didn't play the video.
Right.
Huh?
Is that an article she's reading?
No, that's just something to tell you what sex tourism is.
I want to make this real for you.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Okay. I want to make this real for y'all.
This bitch is lying. She's lying.
So I'm going to read it, and y'all can watch the screen, because this is who they're targeting now. They are targeting women in third world countries. They are targeting young girls who have started their menstrual, right?
This is a lie. That's why Peep Game, she never played the video.
Right, she didn't.
She didn't play the video to what was being said. She's only putting out what she wants you to know.
Mm-hmm.
Who travels just for SEX. It says
I just want people to peep game, man, because that ain't right. Like, I don't care what women and men do. Right is right, wrong is wrong. And that's who I am. I go with right and wrong, right and wrong.
Exactly.
Have become extensively drug resistant in some parts of the world. So they going out here, and in these parts of the world, in some parts of the world, gonorrhea, getting the disease, getting the sexual transmitted infection, gonorrhea, and going to the doctor to get medication. The medication, the damn disease is drug resistant, meaning the medication don't work in some parts of the country. So if you get gonorrhea, and you're in Brazil, that's just gonna be on you. You just gonna be burning up. You gonna be burning up and leaking, and that's
She
on you
this
because it
is
just
she
said on the
just she
CDC
putting this together
website
the way she
that
want to put it together
HIV
and
and
putting it
other
out there.
sexually transmitted
Yeah,
infections
Because
may be
I see
we
that.
gonna go
I
and
see
look
that.
for
out the
that.
window.
We
So
gonna
they're
go and
looking
look for that
for
video.
these
I
people
bet
wondering
you it's
what
still on
SEX
here.
is illegal.
Yeah, I
SEX,
want to see
right?
that
Yeah, I
video.
want to
So
see
it
that
says
video.
some common STIs such as gonorrhea have been
Let me see.
extensively drugged
She went back to the
have
video
been
again. I don't want to hear all that shit.
even if prostitution is legal in a country, human trafficking, sex with a minor, and child P are always crimes.
Look.
Millions of children around the world are victims of commercial sexual exploitation. Children abused by sex tourists suffer not only sexual abuse, but also physical, emotional, and psychological abuse,
Look.
as well as poverty and homelessness.
But
They suffer from health problems, including addiction.
she still have not played the video to see
Right.
what they are saying in the video.
Right.
Right.
Which is suspect.
Which is suspect.
Okay, peep that. I want people to peep that. She has not played the video. They talking in this video. She hasn't played now bit of it. Not even 2 seconds of it. She's going by, she's giving y'all a picture, but she's saying what she wants y'all to think that's going on.
Right.
Right.
If that's really what's going on, play the video.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Play the video and let people hear for themselves and see what's going on.
Addiction, malnourishment, injuries, STIs, and emotional trauma. Someone who engages in these activities, let's go ahead and play this video.
Yes,
Someone
please
who
do.
engages in these activities in a foreign country can be prosecuted under that country's law while abroad and under U.S. law after returning to the United States. Although the age at which someone is considered a minor may vary by country, federal law makes it a crime for U.S. residents to engage in sexual or P activities with a child younger than 18 years anywhere in the world. It is also illegal
I don't want to hear all that shit.
travel to Center for Missing and
I'm
Exploited
waiting for her to go back to the video.
reports of child
Me too.
prostitution
I want to
and
hear
other
the play.
crimes
I want to hear the
against
video.
You can call toll. So these men are teaching other black men to do this. This is what O'Shea is teaching men to do. And there is a rumor. Again, all this is alleged. And in my
Look,
own opinion,
look.
I'm bringing awareness to this.
Look.
There's a rumor going around that he was arrested for this very crime.
What?
I don't know
Look.
how true it is. His
She's
affairs
lying,
are
man.
US,
She's
so you don't
lying.
have access
Yeah.
to paperwork and public information when you go to these third world countries, which is what these type of black men want.
She's
They want you to
lying.
have the least information about what they're
I've
doing
never
in
heard
the
of
third world
O'Shea being
countries.
locked up
So
or
it's
any
very
of that.
hard.
Right.
Work from these third world countries is very hard. They're not like the U.S. Like we have a lot of stuff that's available for public information, but like police reports and things like that may become available in the U.S., but not really in these third world countries. They're more private when it comes to that.
Girl, get out of here.
So you're not going to see a lot of if he was arrested in a third world country, you're not going to see many reports on that because it's not. You got to go to these third world country websites and their news stations and see what's going on in their country. Typically, go to an international news reporting station. But yeah, welcome Jen, welcome Kittens and Caskets. Kittens and Caskets said, "Wow, disgusting! It's very disgusting." Jen J said, "Yes, he was arrested. I believe in Colombia." And then ended up intercepting him in a different country as well for going down and preying on little boys. That's a damn shame.
Now I don't believe her either.
That's a shame. But
Like
you know,
I have to see
I believe
receipts.
that they
Right.
go with
I have to
the
see
boys so
receipts.
they
I
can
don't just
communicate
go for
out
shit
there
like that. You
and
got to
not
give
be
me
caught.
some receipts.
I
That's
definitely
right.
believe that.
That's right.
To
Um,
prove that.
and so this is definitely serious. So these black men are teaching other black men to basically go out here for sex and start trafficking, allegedly.
Girl.
That's what you.
Then
That's
she
what
want to
you
stick
saying
allegedly in
pretty
it.
much.
Right.
You this
And
whole
then you use the
motherfucking
black
video,
guy
she been
on
talking
Facebook,
like this shit
and
is
you want
true, right?
Yes.
Now
Yes.
she want to say
so
allegedly.
these women are more submissive. You come out here. It says Kevin Samuels' close associate not only promoting but allegedly creating blank tourism for black men. So he's the king of in Uganda, and allegedly he's doing tourism out there.
I'm
So
trying to get to where
in
she
the
gonna play
year,
this
and he
video.
also was going
Yeah,
to
that's what I'm trying. I want to see her get to.
wow. I mean, that's what these men do. They really want to break laws out here. They really want to mess with children out here. They want to mess with little boys out here, but it's illegal. We are no longer saving you. We're no longer supporting men like you.
She
We
ain't
no
played.
longer
You
will have a
see, she never
reaction
played that
when there's
video.
devastating news
Nope.
comes when it comes to either one of y'all.
But she talking about supporting.
And
I
if
don't
they
see her supporting them. So why are you talking about it?
because they more submissive. It's not about
She
marriage.
don't support
Nobody's
nothing.
marrying these women. They screwing these women, right? Dennis still haven't married.
The only reason why she didn't went as deep as she has is because of Kevin Samuels thing.
Right, exactly.
And they're
I don't want to hear all that bullshit.
type of men.
I'm
Okay,
trying to
check
see.
it out. Thank you for letting me know, Lady C. That's what happens to these types of men. They gonna start getting taken out by their preferences, and their preferences: fathers, sons, and daddies. Fathers, sons, brothers, uncles. They forget that those men are watching too. They forget the men are watching. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yep. He probably was, because that's the lifestyle that they was promoting, right? Wasn't he supposedly a part of the manosphere? He had all these women, Kevin Samuels. I'm telling you, it's something about that focused group. Professionals, in my opinion.
I was
So
trying to
I
get
don't
to the
believe nothing
video
that comes
again.
out of
Looked like
Dennis
at the
Rodman's
end she
mouth.
was showing
I
it
don't believe
again.
nothing. All right. So yeah, we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk more about O'Shea, and we're gonna talk about this video. Let me play it before y'all leave. Shout out to y'all who's still up in here and see people that left and they didn't missing out on all the extra content, huh? But
Girl,
we
they wasn't
definitely
into
want
that
to
shit
know
like
what this
that.
was about, O'Shea.
Tell it.
What was this about? What was this about? So this was again a video that he snatched offline so quick. So we're gonna definitely talk about this video. We're gonna talk on part
Well,
two.
why she didn't play it?
We're gonna talk about all this.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Right.
We're gonna talk about all
And
of
if he
this.
snatched it
Why
off,
she didn't play it?
Hey Carvella, yes.
if he snatched it off, how do you still have it?
You still have it.
Right. Why didn't she play the video? That's
Right.
what I want to know. If you know what I'm saying. Why
Right.
didn't she play the damn video? That's what I'm talking about. People be putting out shit, and this shit be fake. It's a motherfucker. And I want to say something before we get up out of here. Y'all better stop listening to this bullshit, this rhetoric that be online. Some of y'all believe it, and y'all be taking it and running with it. Y'all better stop believing this stuff. That's why we decided to do some reaction videos to some things. Because if you break it down, if you take your time and break it down, you'll see where a person be contradicting themselves. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And stuff like that. That girl was all over the place in that video. And she didn't know if she was telling the goddamn lie or the truth. Just saying. She done put out that the damn boy, they like boys and girls, and she ain't got no proof of that shit.
Right.
That's terrible.
Right.
That is terrible to be putting out something like that on somebody.
That's
You
right.
ain't got no goddamn proof.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
I don't know.
Where the wait a minute, let me see something.
I'm gonna
Let's
call
see
it.
if we can find it.
No, she just called it, went straight. My phone out here something. He's in my room now. I don't like my phone.
I'm getting ready to see if we can find it.
wasn't distracted.
Okay.
Okay.
My phone out here somewhere.
Cause I ran across that video. But I see, like I say, I see she didn't press that goddamn play button.
My phone was
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Everybody
Yeah.
know that. Everybody know that. Okay.
Let's see. Let's see if we can find that Mother Hubba. Let's see. We might be able to find it.
Because I'd like to see
Might
that video.
See that video.
Yeah, because like I said, I ran across it, but with the one I seen, he was talking about dating.
Right.
Dating, people
Right.
dating. That's the one I seen. Wait a minute, what is that? 3 hours ago. He said fresh and fit get robbed by haters in Dallas. 3 hours ago. Wow. Let's see.
Mm.
Oh.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Like I say, I don't know if he snatched it off or that was some of her, you know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
I hope he didn't take it down.
I hope you didn't take it down.
Huh?
I was saying I hope he didn't take it down
I
because
hope you
I
didn't
want
take
to
it
see.
down. I want to see.
Me too. Me too, Evie. I want to see too.
Because if all he was talking about was
All
a
he was
dating
talking about
game,
was a dating game,
then that debunks everything
and
she
that
said.
debunks everything she says.
Yeah, the one I seen with him and that girl, and he was talking about dating, something about doing a dating thing.
Wow.
Wow.
What a show. This
What
is
a show. This is a
Hold up. I'm trying to see if maybe he had it on his community wall or something. See, I don't look at a lot of this stuff because it sounds like they be bashing the women, and then you got some of them out there that be trying to bash the men. I don't get
right.
down because at the end of the day, I believe that I believe that we need each other.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
I don't agree with bashing the women and bashing the men, you know.
Right.
I don't believe in that. I believe that we need each other.
Yes.
And we need to learn how to love on each other. Even if we don't have to date each other if we choose not to. That's
Right.
our business. But I do feel like we need to learn how to get along with each other and be
Absolutely.
cordial.
Absolutely.
I don't see. I'm trying to find. Yeah, maybe he did take it down. Maybe he did take it down
Okay.
Okay.
because I don't see it over here. Look, yeah, they be going after the black woman, just kind of stuff they be posting. I don't agree with it.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I really
They do.
don't. You know, I don't agree with it. So I don't look. You feel
Right.
me?
I don't
Let's
look.
go to that. I don't look because I don't agree.
I've been over there in that
Been
sector
over
for
there in that sector
a
for
little while, but
a little while, but
I didn't stay too long
I
because I
didn't stay
didn't.
too long because I
I didn't agree with what they were
didn't
doing.
agree with what they were doing.
Yeah, I don't get down. I don't get down with this. I really don't. I don't know if it's done. I don't know what's going on with it. I really don't.
I don't either.
I don't either.
I don't see it. I was looking on the community wall, but
Okay.
I don't see it.
Okay.
That's where I went at. I went on the community wall.
So, yeah, most likely you probably
Most
did take
likely
it down.
probably will take it down.
Yeah, maybe he did. Or maybe it's on something else and I ain't getting it, you know. I don't know.
Right.
Right.
Let's see something. What is this? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, he's saying Devon Franklin is now telling men to avoid women like what's her name that he was married to?
Megan Good.
Megan Good.
Yeah, yeah. At least that's what he got up here. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if that shit true or not. I would have to look it up. I would have to dig into that a little bit, you know?
Right.
Right.
I don't know. I don't see it on here. And if it's inside of a video, I don't know which one it would be inside of.
Right.
Right.
This is terrible how they talk about the black women.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah.
This is really sad.
It most definitely
It
is.
definitely is.
I agree.
This
I agree.
is sad on so many levels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. I might could type in. Let me see something. Wait a minute. I might be able to find it. I don't know. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try to searching this and see if there's something come up. My phone is done, Eagle. It's done.
Is
Done.
it?
Is it?
Yeah, it's done. I wanted to cry.
Oh
I'm
my
in-
goodness.
Oh my goodness.
I was able to order another one, so
That's good
That's good
that you are able to do that.
that you are able to do that.
okay. Oh boy. Well, maybe he did take it down. I don't see it on here now. But I noticed she didn't play it.
Right. She only
Right.
played that little bit of it.
That little bit of it.
She didn't play what bit of it? She didn't play none of it.
I thought she played a little bit of
She
it.
did a little bit of it.
She had it moving as if she was playing it, right? But you couldn't hear nothing.
Uh-huh.
I didn't hear nothing from that video.
That's suspect right
That's
there.
suspect right there.
Yeah. Why you didn't play it? If he chasing boys and girls like you claim, why
Right.
she didn't play that video?
Right.
Right.
Like I said, the one I seen, It was something about doing a dating game, you
Okay.
know?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't I don't what's in it. I don't know, but um um I don't know. I don't see it. So maybe he did take it down.
Okay.
Okay.
Probably he did.
Probably he did.
Yeah, maybe he did take it down. But I don't see it. But I don't think he's crazy enough to put something like that on the internet. Okay.
Right.
Right.
Him trying to go after boys or little boys or little girls. I don't
Exactly.
think he that
Exactly.
simple to do that.
I agree.
I agree.
So I don't know. But I take some people, most of the time, people that be talking, I take their shit with a grain of salt, okay? Because most
Right.
of the time, their asses be
Right.
lying. They don't be true. They be lying and they be saying stuff to get clicks and views.
Right.
Right.
You
That is so
know,
true.
That's so true.
real talk. That's what they be doing. So a lot of times, I don't pay that shit no mind. I don't.
I know that's right.
I
I
really
know
don't.
that's right.
I I gotta figure out how to do this. We gotta do something equal. I'm getting ready. We can ready in this so that we can talk for a minute. We need to have a little meeting right quick.
All right.
All right.
We love y'all. Thank y'all for the ones who tuned in. If anybody tuned in, we may have to. I'm thinking about we might have to. Well, we'll talk. We thank y'all for being here. We appreciate whoever was here. Um,
Yes.
Yeah.
but what do y'all think about the things that we talked about? Please leave a comment and let us know. Um, and we'll holler at y'all on the next one, Lord's willing.
Yes.
Yeah.
My brother.
Well, peace, love,
Peace,
and
love,
so
and so.
God
All
bless you
right.
all.
Bless you all.
May He keep you,
May
and
He
may
keep
His love
and may His
forever
love
shine upon you.
forever shine upon
And
you.
we'll see you next
We'll see
time
you next time
at the same time and
same
channel.
time and channel.
God bless you.
All right.
God bless you.
Yes. God bless everyone. Peace.
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 What's going on here? Okay.
There you go. Thanks for tuning in. Yes.